Hello and welcome everybody to another Naturist resort session.
Hello, good evening, good day, or wherever time zone you are in.
In these sessions, we talk with Naturist resort owners because we always think that they spend a big part of their life with naked people. So who knows more about naturism than the owner of a Naturist resort?
That's absolutely true.
And tonight we are taking you to Portugal, to central Portugal. But before we introduce our guests, we will have to talk a little bit about the housekeeping. This event is going to be recorded, but only the speakers are on video. So you can put on your video, it doesn't matter, you will not be in the recording. Also, if you ask questions, your name will never appear in the recording. You can ask your questions in the chat. We have a Q&A session at the end, but whenever you come up with a question, just put it in the chat and we will answer them at the end of the show, like the last 15 minutes of the show.
And it really doesn't matter what you want to ask, what kind of beers they're selling, how big the resort is, the name of the kids, the name of Polo and Uno again, or whatever. Just put it in the chat and we will answer them at the end of this live session.
And of course, hate speech and indecent behavior is not tolerated at all. And we also like to mention that these shows, they take quite a lot of effort to organize, and we can do all this thanks to the support that we receive on Patreon. So thank you to our Patreon community. And if you also want to support this, check out patreon.com/nakedwanderings. And if you're watching this, the recording of this show on YouTube, please press the subscribe button so you never have to miss anything what we ever publish in the future. But most of all, let's make this a fun online event.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're welcoming Polo and Nuno. Tudo bem?
Hey,
hello.
tudo bem?
Tudo bem? Olá.
Hello, Portugal.
How are you doing?
And the little one.
Oh, hi, little one.
He wants to join also.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he's more than welcome.
It's a family thing.
Yes.
How's life in Portugal?
Well, it's going. It's going. We are here and we are okay.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
great.
Our little one with the mobile phone.
You
Yeah,
are
we are great in Portugal.
you are the owners of Quinta do Maral. Please tell us, what is Quinta do Maral?
Quinta de Maral, it's our project of life. We started a few years ago. It's a very natural camping in the inside of Portugal, just beside the border with Spain. We are in a natural park, so it's a quiet, peaceful place with lots of natural things to see, bird watching, walking trails.
In one of the province, the big province of Portugal, Alentejo. It's the biggest in area, but the smaller in people. So we have a lot of space to walking, to swim in some lakes naked, and it's very nice place to know in Portugal.
For people who don't know Alentejo or where Quinta do Maral is, it's basically, if you have Lisbon on the map and you drive towards Spain, you more or less pass by Quinta do Maral, right?
Yeah, right. That's it.
And Quinto do Maral is only a campground, or how does it look? What is the look and feel of Quinto do Maral?
The look and feel. Well, it's a camping on the middle of a very natural place with full of stones everywhere, full of stones.
Beautiful stones.
Yes, amazing stones, really huge ones. We have not so much beaches, around 30 beaches here, but also some accommodation.
We have a very nice scenery with a castle, a medieval castle
on the top
of the camping.
Yeah.
This is also one thing we will always remember from Quinta do Maral. It's wherever you are, on the campground, you always see the hill with the castle on top. It's a very scenic medieval
Yeah.
view.
And in the night it's special because here the sky it's perfect because we are in a very quiet place. So not too many lights in the area. You can see all the stars in the sky, but in the top you always have the castle. You always can see the castle. That it makes a magical scenery in the night.
Yeah, no, it's true. And you had the opportunity to see the castle in the snow a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Got the pictures on Facebook.
Even more special for Portugal. Well, it's not usual to have snow, especially in this kind of regions. We have it in one mountain in Portugal, the highest mountain, but not here. Here it's not usual to have snow, so it was a special day for us.
Yeah, I can imagine. How is the weather normally at the campground? And are you all year open, or how does it work?
We are open all year. For us, the high season normally are spring and autumn. It's when we have more guests. In the summer, it can be really hot because we are in Alentejo, in one of the hottest areas in Portugal. During the day, in July, August, it can be more than 36, 37. In the winter, we can tell that it's colder, but the greatest thing of Alentejo is the sun. We have lots of sun during all winter. Of course, we have rainy days and gray days also, but not so much. But the nights can be cold.
Yeah.
But the thing here is that because we are in a highest place, 500 meters high, it's a dry weather. So even if we have 10 degrees here in the winter, it feels maybe like 15 degrees. So it's quite good.
It's good weather year round.
It's a good place to start the naturist camping.
Yes, it's nice.
Yeah.
I also remember that you focus quite a lot on the ecological aspect of naturism, no?
Yeah, it's true. We are eco people, so we like to have some things, Margarida. we like to provide some important things with the environment, and we believe also the naturism, like a philosophy, have that component. It's also something with some worries with the environment. So we try to be the more back to the basics, and in the camping you feel you are camping in the wild. So that's the spirit we like to provide for our guests.
Yeah, and it's not only the ecological. We also like to do the things locally. Even the products, we prefer to use local products as much as possible. Of course, it's not possible for everything, but we always try to do that. And I think it's more that feeling. Do it locally.
It also
sorry. Some of our guests, they know the special olive oil we have in the region. So
it's true. Yeah. I remember.
I was going to mention this. It's also typical for the region. I think your part of Alentejo is known for ecotourism. It's not where the big buses with Chinese arrive, but where people go to experience the good things from the land
and reconnect. Yeah.
Yes. It's do the things slowly. Enjoy all the time you have. Go for a walk. Enjoy the sun. Eat good food, good meals with good wine, cheese, all those typical things from the region.
About the food in Alentejo, we call slow food.
Slow food?
Slow food.
Yeah. Okay. Why is that?
It's a bit. It's a kind of a play with the words. Like the fast food, we have the opposite, the slow food. So you can taste a good wine, a good meal, good gastronomy It's really important.
Have a good conversation and enjoy.
For me, that it's like the combination of what Quinto de Maral is as well, from what we've experienced a couple of years ago. Yeah, all those combining together. Yeah, it's a good mix. You talked about Quinto de Maral as your life work. What do you mean by that? What do you mean this is your life work? It's your baby. It's your project.
For a long time that we had this idea, almost I think since we discovered naturism, that we always thought that it would be perfect to have something related with naturism, or a tourism house or a camping. That of course that could be also a possibility, but it took time to think about it, what we could do, not to do, in what region of Portugal. So we plan everything slowly, thinking all the time. We take, I think, 3 or 4 years to choose the place. We look for lots of properties until we find these and say, no, that's the one we want to have it for our future. So we moved from the city to live here. The locals from here, they always ask, but why you came from Lisbon to live here? There's nothing here. Why?
That is the reason.
Yes, that's the reason. That's why.
That's the point.
Yeah, it's an amazing region, and we want to live from the camping. That's what gave us passion and what we like to do.
And share the experience with other people.
Yeah, it's great. Of course, for now, I also have my job that I had in Lisbon. I do it from here also at the same time. But that's my objective in the future, if it's possible, to finish with my job and just be at the camping and do the things at the camping. We are here all year, so we can enjoy from that and receive the guests all year round and prepare good meals for them. Have a nice drink, talk to the guests, go for walking and do the trips here, visit the castle, show the good things that we have.
Horse riding, canoe in the lake. We have a lot of to do here. It's really nice corner of Portugal.
Yeah. So it's not just to sit by your camper or by your tent, but you can also do activities. And
it's also possible to be, like the Italians say, dolce far niente.
Yeah.
it's you have the both possibilities. If you like to be only quiet and read a book, it's possible. But if you like to cycling, to walk, it's also possible. So you have a lot of possibilities to.
Plenty of things to choose. Yeah.
And who are your guests? Who are the typical people that visit Quinta de Maral?
Mostly we receive here guests, some families, especially during the summer. We think that most of the people that look for us, they like to be more quiet. They like to go to the nature. They like to stay and enjoy all the nature that we have in the region. Do the things relaxed, without noise. Just enjoy the time. I think mostly it's that, and people that really like nature and enjoy all the pleasures that they can have here. So the people that are looking for big campings full of people and full of activities, swimming and gym inside the pool, that's not the style. No, it's more people that like to walk, stay quiet.
Normally I tell we sail silence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's true. Yeah.
Something. Yeah. You can listening the nature. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely. And there's also a yearly festival. I can't call it festival, but a yearly event at Quinta de Maral, right?
Yeah, Naturalis.
Yeah.
Naturalis, it's a retirement, retreatment. It's
Retreat.
Not retirement.
it's
Too early for that.
when we think in Portuguese and we speak in English, it's happened.
Everybody can join, but they was another retirement for sure.
So it's really special with a lot of activities like yoga, tai chi, and meditation and other kind of things.
Yeah, drum circles. It's a nice experience. At least we never see nothing like that. It's normal to have those kind of retreats with yoga, but everyone is dressed.
Yeah.
And doing these kind of activities naked, it's a special feeling because we are not used to be near another one naked that we don't know. It's like it's just being there and experience that retreat. It makes I can't explain.
It's different.
Difficult.
Normally in naturism, the people is naked but keep the bubble.
Yeah.
And with Naturalis, that bubble disappear, and that's magic. It's really special.
Yeah, but with lots of respect for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone respects each other. Maybe for someone that it's outside and is looking that they think, what is going on? What is that? But it's really special and it gives more confidence on us, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to join 2 years ago, and for me, what struck me the most was like you say, the connection with the people was very, very close. But even if you felt like, okay, I need a little bit more space, even then the people were still included, and there was no judgment, there was no pushing away. Even with a distance, still people were very close, and that was, for me, that was very special from a personal experience. But yeah, it was great to be part of it.
Yeah, I think it's a very nice event that we are trying to do it every year. Of course, this year was not possible, so it will be, but
the last year.
Yeah, the last year, 2020.
Maybe this year.
Let's see how the things go.
Yeah.
Yes, we hope.
Yeah, cross the fingers. Yeah.
It is normally in September, right?
Normally, it's always in beginning of September, second week of September.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we like to do it at that time. It's not so hot. The temperatures are quite good in September, so it's a perfect time to do it.
It's a weekend, full weekend.
Mm-hmm. And you were part of this group, or how did you start it? What was the connection with that group and naturism, for example?
The Naturist started with a guy that came here as a guest, Marco, and he spoke with us because normally he likes to organize these kind of activities more related with Tai Chi. It's his specialty. And he thought that it would be nice to do something in a naturist place. He came as a guest. He talked about it. We were just talking, and then yes, why not? It will be nice to do something like that. We like the idea. So then we start talking and imagine what kind of activities we could do it here. So Marcus stayed with the plan of the activities. And we stayed with all the logistic to build up the tent, plan the food, prepare the meals for the people that came for the retreat. So we are more the hosts of the event, and they prepare all the activities.
Mm-hmm.
Invite the teachers and everyone to come and give all those special activities during the weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
Graham is talking in the chat, and it seems that he knows a bit about naturism in Portugal, because he says that the event is something that Alma Naturista would do. And
sorry, I didn't catch.
Graham, it says in the chat that the event sounds like something that Alma Naturista would do.
Yes,
Yes.
it makes sense. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that
For
makes sense.
somebody who doesn't know Alma Naturista, what is Alma Naturista and what is the connection with you?
Well, Alma Naturista is an association, not new anymore, but it's I think the newest association in Portugal, Naturist. And well, we are members of that association when we have been in the part of the beginning, and now it's the biggest in Portugal. Um, and and it's special because the way to do the things, it's a little bit different than we have before. So they do some cleanings in the coast. They make like yoga in the in the beach,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, it's that kind of activities. They're doing a lot for naturism in Portugal. And we are a kind of a small group inside the Alma Naturista. The people can be members of Alma Naturista, but also in our smallest group that it calls Maral and Friends. And we try to give special benefits for those members.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We support Alma Naturista. We are members of them as well.
We also,
Yeah. No, they're doing a really good job.
yeah, I think they recreate a little bit the associations in Portugal, and that was good. They could bring younger people for naturism, and they could reach even more people that was usual in Portugal.
Yeah.
and also the interesting part, it's when you make activities with people are not naturists.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
you combine different kind of people, and sometimes that people, well, naturism could be a nice thing.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's also a way to 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 catch people for the
The
movement,
movement.
and that's really interesting.
Absolutely. They're thinking out of the box, which is really
Yeah,
good.
completely.
And they are very
Yeah.
inclusive.
We took universities, calling young people that normally do that kind of activities at the coast, cleaning the coast, the beaches. They are acting with them. They are not naturalists at all, but they are doing the things together. And at the end, some of them join us, and that's
And yeah, in the end, some of them give the first swim naked,
Yeah.
and that's special.
Yeah. Focusing on what naturism is and not
Yeah.
on what naturism is not.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a funny thing because we've been doing these kind of naturist sessions now for 5 weeks, and I think in every naturist session, this topic is coming up that we need to focus more on what naturism is and not on what naturism is not.
Most of the times, the people just think about the nudity and
Yeah.
forget all the other things. But we can start on the opposite side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Why not?
Absolutely.
What always surprised me is that Portugal has great weather, but naturism is not really that big if you compare it to Spain or to France. Like,
Yeah.
why is Portugal behind? Is it culture or?
Yeah, a lot from the culture, I think. And we had for a long period as a dictator also.
Also Spain,
Yeah, but also Spain.
But yeah, but the thing is, it's not only mentality but also economy. The point is the the places near the coast are really expensive,
Mm-hmm.
and the biggest companies are really interested to have big hotels and that kind of things near the coast, and that's sometimes it's weird with to combine naturism and or you have a big group interest to develop a big resort, naturist resort in the coast, and that's difficult
Mhm.
in Portugal.
Mm-hmm.
or of course we like to have a place near the coast, but it's really expensive. So we choose a nice place in the inside country, a really amazing place of Portugal, but more for our possibilities, of course.
Mhm. Yeah.
The I think the economy makes a lot of block to develop the naturism, because you need space to do that. And
But it's also cultural because we heard since we are childs, don't be naked, don't show your body, go and dress yourself. It's really in our culture for a long, long time. We know that in other countries it's normal to go to the sauna naked. In Portugal, that's not possible at all. Even if it's only for women, it's not normal the women go together naked.
Not
So
even now in 2021? It's not possible?
I think now it's even worse.
Really?
Really, it's happening a lot. For example, in a gym, you go for a gym, but all the women and at the men's place also, everyone is dressed. Even they go for the shower with a swimsuit. If someone takes the towel to put a body cream, everyone is looking and why she's naked?
Yeah.
Put your towel around. I
We
think
have-
it's even worse now.
we have radio programs in the morning with people making. Normally, the stand-up comedians are invited to make the morning programs, and in Portugal,
Yeah.
in radio, when the people is in the traffic jam and they can smile a little bit.
Yeah.
And but they are really modern in some kinds of things, but sometimes they come with that thing. Oh, yesterday I was in the gym and somebody was naked, and I don't need to look for that.
Yeah.
And that people, it's modern people, and make jokes with nice things, but with that it's crazy, because in the past I know my grandparents. We have a very, it's something important in Portugal, the thermal baths.
Mhm.
And my grandparents, they do that naked in the past.
Mhm.
And now it's completely changing.
Mhm.
It's like the saunas in the north. When she tell in the north and the center of Europe, it's normal the people in the saunas go naked. But
Mhm.
in the past in Portugal, also in the dictator, was normal. People go naked in the thermal baths, and now that's impossible.
Yeah.
It's not more possible to do that.
You are a funny guy, Nuno. You should apply to the radio station and make jokes and make nudity
Make jokes of the clothing
acceptable
people.
again. No, but talking about how we should raise kids and everything. We saw two of your little kids walking around. How is that? So apparently they are growing up in a naturist camping, in a naturist environment.
Yeah.
How is that?
For them, it's completely normal. Of course, they see it from they born.
Yeah.
They are used to see everyone naked here. So we are curious to see how it will be when they arrive 10, 12, 13. Then let's see what is going to happen. I really don't know. Maybe they will act completely normal because they see it every day here. But we don't know because of the friends and what the friends can say or not. And if they prefer to hide their bodies during that period, that will be a challenge, I think, for us to deal with that period in the camping.
Mhm.
We will see. We don't know.
Yeah, but it's funny because one of these days we are at home, like everybody now, and we are making zapping in the television, and comes the program Naked Adam and Eva. I think you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
everywhere. And the kids are making zapping, and they saw that, and it was funny because they just asked what because they are playing something. They make a challenger,
Mhm.
and they just ask what they are doing in the challenger. They don't look for the naked people.
Yeah.
It's something really normal.
Yeah.
So it was funny
Yeah.
because another kids, because we have in that program with the circle, red circle in the television,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they just ask what they are playing.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Yeah, they don't care. Do you really see a difference between, because you get kids at the campground as well, or kids from school? Do you see the difference with your kids?
I think ours, yeah, for them it's normal to see naked people, so they don't react if they see someone naked. It's more than usual. But we have curious things when we go outside, and for any reason they get dirty, or I need to change their clothes for any reason. Then they are shy. They don't want to do it. No, mom, we are outside. What are you doing? Ah, it's not a problem. Just change your t-shirt. No, I don't want. I can't explain why. They are so used to that. But when we are outside, I think they have the notion that it's not supposed to be naked outside from the camping.
Yeah.
So they already have that sensibility.
Okay.
But comparing to other kids, especially Margarita, because she's already older, she's always telling how her colleagues act at the school when they go to the swimming lessons, conversations they have. She's always saying, "Oh, my colleagues, they don't want to change the clothes when we are going to the swimming lessons, and they are ashamed to show the body." So it's different. With that, it's different. They already are, yeah, they are used to that.
Yeah, but sometimes one time per year when Margarita makes birthday, we invite some colleagues, kids, and they come, and it's in September. So normally, if they want to go in the pool, they need to be naked.
Yeah.
So and until now, it's not a problem.
Yeah, at the end, they take their clothes and they go. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Keep it that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, the baker.
Yes.
Oh, tell the story. Tell the
I was
story.
hoping that you would tell the story.
It's so funny. It's really funny because one day we went to interview in
National.
a national program at the television. It's a very typical program outside at the village, and of course they always ask some funny things like, where do you put your phone while you are naked, things like that.
Yeah.
So and then they ask, but if we go there, we have to be naked? No, of course not. We have the baker. He comes there every day, and he's not naked. So of course you can go inside and be dressed. And we told that to the baker the day after. So we talk about you at the program. Really? I didn't listen anything. What did you say? Well, we said that you come here and dressed. Oh, I thought I couldn't be naked. Well, if you want, you can. It's not a problem for us. So the day after, when he came to deliver the bread at the camping, sell the bread at the camping, he was taking a while to come out of the car, and I was just standing there. What is going on? And then he came around the car, and he was completely naked. And ta-da! So since that day, every day that we have good weather, of course, and it's good to be naked, he do it. Before he sell the bread, he take off his clothes, he sell the things that he have to sell, and then at the end he sits at the balcony, drink a cup of coffee, and enjoy the sun for a few minutes, and then he go away to keep going selling the bread.
And he's a super friendly guy. We met him.
It's probably the best moment of his day.
Yeah. So if you are watching this or listen to this show and you want to experience and you want to go on a vacation to Portugal, just go to Quinta de Maral and just at least for one day to see the baker. Stay a week or 2 weeks, but just that is one of the main reasons why to go.
It's nice to see the reaction of the guests, because you always have guests that are a little bit, well, shall we go naked? Shall we put something around? And then we have people that come dressed or with a pareo or a towel around, and then they see the baker naked and so he's naked. Why I'm dressed? It's nice. It's really nice.
But for me, that's also the vibe of your campground. Like everybody can just be as they want to be, and
Relax.
yeah, relaxed. And if you want to wear a pareo, wear a pareo. If you want to be naked selling bread, just go naked and sell your bread. Yeah.
Just enjoy.
Yeah.
In Portugal, the law is like in Spain. There's no law against nudity, right?
Yeah, it's like that. It's not forbidden. The point is the attitude you have. If you have behave like exhibitionist or something, like the it's common. Como é que se chama gabardine?
I don't know the name in English.
The jacket, the man with
The long jacket.
that's forbidden. That's forbidden. But if you are naked swimming in a lake or in somewhere, it's not forbidden. Only you have problem if somebody look and it's not comfortable to for that person, and that call to the police, and the police come and say to dress. Yeah. And in that time you dress and you don't have problems.
Yeah.
Just that.
I think personally, I think it's a beautiful rule because it's all based on respect.
Yeah.
You have to respect the other people, and if you go naked on a full beach with clothed people, you will have problems. People will complain, they will call the police. But if you walk 300 meters or 100 meters further, you can just go naked, and even if the police would walk by, they can't arrest you. You're not doing anything wrong.
They just can say, please dress, and you do that.
Yeah.
And after it goes and you undressed again, and it's not a problem.
Yeah. Most of the times you don't have any problem, especially at the beach. If you find a quiet place, it's more than okay.
Or in the countryside, in a lake, if you are alone, it's not a reason to swim with a swimsuit. So you can be free to do that, and if somebody comes, that's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still get the chance to go on vacations?
If we have the chance?
Yeah, you still have now that you have a campground.
Yeah, now it's more difficult, of course.
Without COVID.
Of course. No, but now with the camping, it's more difficult to go on vacations.
Yeah.
But always try to take at least a week, especially because of those little ones. And then we can enjoy some days with them and go to the beach. That it's the whole thing that we like to do. But yeah, we take a week normally. And the last 2 years, we had 2 weeks in Netherlands. In January, it's the quietest season for us. So, and we have the opportunity to go to the vakantiebeurs, and so we can do 2 things: have some holidays, just me and Nunu alone, and we leave the kids with the grandparents, and we can go to the vakantiebeurs and then enjoy some free days and visit the country around.
Go to a spa naked.
Yes. It's great.
We already know 2 spas, nice in Netherlands. So
very nice.
Really nice.
Yeah.
What is your favorite place to go to?
Where?
Ooh,
yeah.
That's difficult.
Your
favorite place. I would love to visit New Zealand. That's my dream place. New Zealand, Mongolia.
Yeah.
It's also on our list.
For in a couple of years.
Yes, yeah, I would love to do that. But yeah, there's so many places that we would like to visit, and maybe have a camper and drive for 1 month around the coast and visit lots of countries in Europe. That would be amazing.
You've already visited some places, some naturist places as well in Portugal, right?
Yeah. It's also important. We have nice naturist spots, the beach, but also nice campings where the people can go. It's not, we don't have too much. We work a bit in we make a networking because makes sense when we are few to work a little bit together, and because together we are stronger than when you walk alone. So it's better go everybody together to make a kind of tourism destiny in naturism than be just alone. It's not a option in Portugal to do that.
No, and we have such a small country. If you have 2 weeks of holidays, it's perfect to drive around the whole entire country, and you can see completely different landscapes. So it's a nice possibility. You can be here, and then you can go to Jeff and Laura at Monte Naturista. Then you can go to Terra Nua with George and Elder also, and you can do a trip like that and visit different places. It's nice. Even us, we have 1 year that we had that possibility to stay 1 night with Jeff and Laura, and then we go to visit George and Elder at Terra Nua. It's good. We like to do that also. Of course, now we don't have so much free time, but we have to manage our camping and stay here for our guests. But it's great for the people that come to visit Portugal, that they can drive around and visit all the possibilities in a few days. It's not necessary so many time to do that.
No, it's absolutely true. Yeah, we did it. We did a whole trip through Portugal, and we went from one place, naturist place, to another. And it's like you say, you don't have to drive 10, 15 hours to go from one place to another.
But it's so different. When you're in the north, it's completely different than when you're in Alentejo. Even if you're in North Alentejo, it's still completely different than South Alentejo. And then Algarve is again something complete. You travel through. It's like you travel through 4 or 5 different landscapes within, or different countries within one country.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a good thing in Portugal. We are so small, but the landscape changed completely. The landscape, the food, the people also.
Yeah.
So it's really good to drive a little bit around all the country.
No, that's true. And for us to travel through, it's cheap. It's a pretty cheap country to travel through. So I was really surprised to know that you say that the property along the beach is very expensive, because the country, when you just travel and you want to live in the country, is pretty cheap, you know?
Yeah, but lots of things are quite expensive, especially for Portuguese. Our income is very low comparing to other countries in Europe, and that makes the difference.
Yeah.
Properties and houses are really expensive in Portugal, especially in the big cities and near the coast.
Yeah.
If you come to this area, then it's completely different.
Yeah, in the coast you have properties with starting 5-6 millions of euros, and and here it's really cheap if you compare with that. So
here when we change our life, we were at the time thinking what to do: buy an apartment at the suburbs of Lisbon, or go for it and look for our dream and buy a property in Alentejo to do the camping. And we can tell that for the same price that we could buy a second house in the suburbs, we could buy 10 hectares at the Alentejo with the house already built and the pool already.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference.
Would you ever go back?
No. No way. No.
Only the Christmas to look the family.
To say hi and then buy again.
We like to go, stay for a weekend, 4 days, 5 days, and then come back again.
Yeah.
Do you get the feeling that naturism in Portugal is growing, that the options are becoming more, or is it staying the same? Or
I think it's growing.
Yeah.
It's for some people it's something new.
Yeah.
It's not like in the rest of Europe. We always listening our guests telling the sons and grandsons are not interested in naturism. Here in the summer we have families, and that's something new. Um,
Young couples also coming. We had very interest period this summer, the last summer, because we had groups of young people with between 18 and 22. We had a group of 3 boys. They came for a naturist place for the first time. They didn't know when they called us to know if it was possible to come for camping. And I told them that it was, it sounds something strange questions that they didn't know what was Quinta do Maral. And then I asked, do you know that it's a naturist camping? And they asked, what's that? So, well, at our camping, you have to be naked. Well, okay, I'm going to talk with my friends, and then I call back. And they called back, and they came. And just 2 weeks after that, we had a group of 5 girls, also between 18, 20, 22, and they came also for the first time to a naturist camping. And it's happening, things like that more often. Young couples coming for the first time, trying naturism. So, yeah.
For me, it's strange when I'm doing the check-in in the computer and I look for the identify card and somebody is coming alone, born after 2000.
Yeah.
It's strange.
Yeah, even for us, that's yeah.
We're getting older.
Yeah. Oh, but that's great. Wow. Okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you guys are doing a really good job because you are spreading the word and young people are coming to your place. So it's really good. Yeah, cool.
It's nice to see young couples with children also. It's very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
We got a couple
Nice.
of things in the chat. Tintin said that he is impressed by your book collection behind you.
Yeah.
Jorge from Terra Nua says that he's present.
Yes, I see. I see his name here.
And then Tintin has a question about naturism as a family. When your children grow up, because it's a boy and a girl, do they ask questions earlier about the differences in their bodies, or do they don't notice?
No, I think they notice, of course. It's obviously, they see it, it's different.
But
But they born with that, so
Yes.
it's like to see a noise or
A nose, yeah.
or a nose or a glass, something I have and the other one don't have. So it's something very natural when it comes in the beginning. So
It's good.
Definitely good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what do we need to do to improve naturism more in Portugal or in the world? What do you think is needed?
That's difficult. That's a difficult
That's
question.
why we ask you, because we don't know it.
So I think normally I like it's a very interesting question, but it's really deep question because I like to talk about, but it's more easy to say some things in our language.
Yeah.
But
You can say it in Portuguese.
We don't have subtitles.
I will ask Siri to translate.
But the main thing, it's for me, the naturism, it's something really practical. It's something. It's when the weather don't need clothes, it's nice to be naked. For me, that some experience. Sometimes people make naked restaurants, or that's more difficult for me, because if you are at home naked and you dress and you go to a restaurant to undress, and you eat and rest, and after you dress again, that's don't make sense for me.
Yeah.
It's need for to 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 spread the word of naturism. It's something. It's like the skin you have.
Hmm.
It's you. It's not. It's something not to force.
Yeah.
It's just undressed and it's okay.
Yeah.
So
It's there.
yeah, to make the naturism more bigger, that's the point you need to cross to the people.
Mhm.
Just be free when it's to be free.
Yeah.
That's the feeling, but it's not easy to pass this feeling.
No, and nudity, it's always used to other purpose, that it's not the natural purpose. It's always to sell something or to grab the attention of the people, and it's completely the opposite that we want with naturism. It's to be natural. It's to be, yeah, just us and our body. So it's not easy.
Yeah.
I think it's not easy. Yeah.
Definitely, those are very wise words.
Yeah. Yeah. I wrote them down. We are recording, so I can still remember.
If we act naturally and show to the people that it's natural, I think it's easy to give that message.
Mhm.
For example, it's such an easy thing, like here you know the place, and other people that are here, Graham and Antonio, they know the camping, and we don't have walls here and we don't have a gate. So everyone that's crossing the roads, and if they stop and look inside, they will see someone naked for sure.
Mhm.
And at the beginning we thought maybe that will be a problem because everyone will come to try to see someone naked, and then we have another reaction. The people just cross. Sometimes in the beginning they slow down and they look, but it was just that. And I think it was so obvious and so natural that it doesn't give any interest for the other ones to stop and stay looking. It's just, yeah, people walking around. That's it, nothing else. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
But they're also walking around in a natural environment, and I think that's really what is different at Quinto de Maral, because you are not like, the swimming pool is not next to the road, and not everybody is laying next to each other like sardines. It's a natural park and it's a natural environment, so you just be naked in a natural environment. Um, so I think that's also the normal thing.
Yeah, we like to have it more natural as possible.
Yeah,
That's what
absolutely.
we like. We were scouts since we were younger, so we always had that contact with with nature, and walking with a backpackage along all the countryside and the mountains in Portugal, and just doing wild camping. That's what we like. So we wanted to give that experience for our guests. Of course, we have a toilet building
With hot showers.
with hot showers. We have a bar where the people can sit and enjoy a drink and a meal. But the atmosphere, it's natural. It's
Yeah.
yeah. It's just the landscape we have here.
We got another message saying that if you get the chance to meet Cristiano Ronaldo, you have to tell him that Tintin loves him.
I think we will
think
not
it's
be with him.
It's more easy to look in Italy than in Portugal.
I think so too.
You need to invite him to Quinto de Maral.
I don't think so that he will come.
You never know.
We can try. We can try.
We are about to get to the end of the hour. Is there anything left you would like to say to people who are watching?
Well, just come and know us here at our camping. It's the best thing you can do, and enjoy this region, Maral. It's really special. I think you have to know it.
Yeah. Maybe I like to tell something for the Portuguese naturists. are looking now and look later. So, olá, portugueses. Estamos aqui nesta entrevista com os Naked Wanderings e gostava de dizer que ousem experimentar o naturismo, porque é algo muito especial. Está aí o Jorge e está ali o António, gostamos a vê-los e são pessoas especiais para nós aqui do Maral e gostávamos de dizer um adeus e sejam bem-vindos à Quinta do Maral e experimentem. No, I already tell you.
Yeah, Quinto in Portugal. Yeah, but that's the main idea, and we know we can see that some guests of us are watching. That's nice. We miss them for a long time that we are not having guests here, and that makes a big difference for us. That's what gave us. Yeah, that's what we like to do: receive people here. So we hope that it goes away fast and we can have you again here.
Super. Thank you very much. Before we say goodbye, we have a couple of things we still need to mention.
Wait, I wasn't prepared. My fault.
And there they are.
Yeah.
We have a couple of upcoming events. Tomorrow, there's the second Simply Naked session. In Simply Naked, we talk with other promoters of naturism about the things that are happening in naturism. And the topic of tomorrow will be naturism in 2021.
It's like Nuno, it's like you said, if we put all our strengths together, our voice is way bigger. So that is also one of the purposes of Simply Naked.
And the panel will be from Australia, from Europe, and from United States. So quite worldwide.
Yeah.
And then on February 18th, we have another Naturist Resort session. And we are taking you to Thailand, where we're going to talk with Gregor Zandau from Barefeet Naturist Resort. And then in March, the 4th of March, we will go to France to talk to the owners of naturist camping Le Couderc.
And which is very special about Le Couderc is that it's a family camping, and with family, we mean family. I think it's
3 generations.
3 generations now, yeah. So it's really a family campground.
And if you like these shows, please know that you can support us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/nakedwanderings. It's thanks to our Patreons that we can do these things, and your support means really a lot to us. And if you're watching on YouTube, please click the subscribe button, subscribe to our channel so you never have to miss anything we post.
All right.
Thank you very much for being here. It was great. It was great seeing you again.
Absolutely. And we hope that you can open up soon and that the virus is gone and that you can spread the love with your...
We are open.
Yes. You're open, yeah. Can people from Portugal come?
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay. Yeah.
We manage some things to be prepared for the COVID.
Yeah, to keep it safe and so if you're watching this and you are in Portugal, then it's definitely worth a visit. If it's not snowing, and even if it's snowing, it's beautiful.
It's not snowing. Good.
All right, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you, and have
night.
a great evening.
Have a good night,
everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Ciao, Antonio.
Hey, George.
Ciao.